Welcome to day 10. I have a box of matches. Do you know why? If you're from Germany or Scandinavia, you probably know what a box of matches has to do with a calm Christmas. Because today is Advent, the first Advent Sunday. And I will tell you all about that. But first of all, my name is Elisabeth from the Joyful Garden. We are spending 10 minutes in the garden every day. We're having our 10 calm minutes in the run-up to Christmas. Hi, Thrive with Claire. Thank you for joining us. Joining me. I don't have my co-star today. Yes, first Advent Sunday today. And we're spending the run-up to Christmas with just 10 minutes in the garden every day. Now, recently my daughter has been joining me, but I think she might actually still be asleep today. We had a very busy day yesterday between her fair and her show, but she might pop down. Anyway, I have my little set of matches, and the reason I have them, I shall move you over a little bit, is, can you see my candles? I have 4 candles here. So this is a German/Northern European tradition where, and I think they do it in a lot of churches here too, you light a candle for every one of the Advent Sundays. Now, this feels slightly high pressure. Am I going to be able to do this on camera? I don't know why. Why is it that everyday things become really hard when somebody's watching you? Don't know. Anyway, it worked. So you light one candle on the first Sunday, the first Advent Sunday, and then you light that throughout the week, and then on the second Advent Sunday, so next Sunday, you will light this one, and so on and so forth until the fourth Advent Sunday, when you light your 4th candle. And it's just a really lovely countdown to Christmas. It's just a really lovely way to, sometimes this country we started talking about the kind of festive season, and I think it's little things like this, just having your candles lit, having little rituals like this, it just kind of makes your season, does actually make it feel more like a season. And a lot of other things come into these Advent Sundays that we've talked about as well, community and little bits of joy, because these days they're just not as pressured as the big day, as Christmas Day, but they're still excuses to gather, to bring people together. So in Germany and in the Scandinavian countries, what people would do on an Advent Sunday is in the afternoon, when things have started to, go dark outside, you light your candles and you just gather friends and family. You just bake some simple biscuits and just gather, and just it's very low key, which I think is so nice about it. It's low key, but it's still lovely. You still get to see your friends, but it's not so high pressured. You're not running around cooking hundreds and thousands of things. You're just maybe baking some biscuits if you feel like it, or you say to your friends, you bring the biscuits, I'll do the coffee. In Germany at like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, you have this tradition called Kaffee und Kuchen, where you'd have a coffee and a cake, and it's kind of just an extension of that, but with these like delicious festive bakes that you can get, the gingerbread, the Lebkuchen, or the Stollen, or just like all these lovely things. And these days you can buy such lovely biscuits in the shops, but also there would be oranges and walnuts and the other things that are abundant at this time of year. So it's definitely not, it's not a high pressured thing at all. You just bring people together in this really gentle, slow way. And that's something that I've been talking about a lot, is how can we slow things down? How can we connect in a less pressured way? And because these Advent Sundays, in Germany and in Scandinavian countries, these days are really precious and really special. So there will be people who are really important to you, who you might see on those days instead of on Christmas Day itself. It just kind of spreads things out, and it releases the pressure of the big day, because it's no longer just the big day. You've got lots of little days, you know, each of the Sundays is deemed to be really, really special. So it becomes just a lovely way to spread the joy. And I was thinking about what we should do on our Advent Sunday today to make it special. Now, I've had my mom visiting and her husband as well. So they're heading home tomorrow, and I thought we could just have some biscuits at home. I mean, we probably will have biscuits at home. My children will be expecting it. But I think we're going to actually have... Oh, thanks, Claire. She says it makes sense to spread it out, because the big day is always really full on, isn't it? But because the tradition is there, you know, it's not like people don't feel like they're being fobbed off for being seen on Advent Sundays. These days are so lovely, and a lot of people prefer them because they're just a lot less pressure. Anyway, so today I was trying to think of what we can do to make this day really lovely. Archie, oi, good boy. He was chewing a compost bag. I don't know if you could hear the rustling in the background. Wait, I'll flip you over in case you want to see the silly puppy. I don't know why he loves to... There he is. I don't know why he loves to chew compost bags. Hi, Archie. But he does. Does your dog like to chew compost bags? Anyway, it's not the best soundtrack for us, is it? To have this little... Oh, that's nicer. Hearing the birds is nicer than hearing Archie chew a compost bag. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're going to light a fire in the garden, and we're going to make some stick bread. My kids aren't super keen on marshmallows, and for me they're not that Christmassy anyway, so we make some stick bread, which is really just like bread dough. I have a bread maker, so I just make the dough in that, but you could also buy like frozen pizza dough. That works really well, and you literally just get a stick and you wrap if you buy frozen dough, defrost it first. But you just get a stick, like literally just a stick. And you wrap the dough around the stick, try and stretch it out a little bit. And then you just lay it in the fire and it cooks the bread. And it's really lovely. And I just get a little bit of kind of, maybe a bit of icing sugar, some cinnamon. So you've got those lovely festive flavours. And then just roll the dough, the cooked stick bread in that. And the kids love it. I think there's something really lovely about fire, isn't there, that just kind of brings people together. Because, you know, as I say, the biscuits and the mulled wine and the coffee inside is lovely. But having started this challenge with you, I've been really inspired to spend more and more time in the garden, even though it's cold. But here in Edinburgh we've been really lucky. It's been quite dry, and it's so beautiful actually to have this kind of frosty weather. We don't really get it here that often, and I really adore it. So I'll show you the fire pit, getting ready to that's my wall, but that's the fire pit. I've just got little logs kind of dotted around it, but later on today we will light a little fire, make some stick bread, maybe have some glühwein or something like that, and celebrate our Advent by just coming together and having a low-key, but nonetheless really lovely moment. And it's not traditional to do this outside at all. The traditional thing is to have it inside, but I don't know if you feel the same, but I think sometimes when we bring things outside, they strangely become more meaningful and they become more memorable. I don't know, there's probably a science to that. I'll need to look that up. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Sorry it was just me. I'm pretty sure my little girl will be back tomorrow. But like I say, she's had a very busy weekend and she doesn't normally get to have a lie-in, so she was quite excited to get to do that. And see you tomorrow, 8:10 for day 11. Bye.